Hello, 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 everyone. Thanks for tuning in with Coaching with Dr. Karen today. Let me know where you are viewing me from. Let me know as well if this is your first time coming to this broadcast. How is your day going so far? Okay, so I want to start my topic for today. And the topic for today is unpacking for your 2025 vision. Unpacking for your 2025 vision. Again, I am Dr. Karen, and this segment is called Coaching with Dr. Karen. I am here on Saturday mornings, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I know that sometimes I may be some seconds slow, and that's just because of the technology. But for the first time viewers, the area in which I coach in here in the Faithia community are leadership coaching, spiritual guidance coaching, and personal development for women. So you can go and read my bio to hear a little bit more about me. And so last week I talked about casting your vision for 2025. And if you were not in the live broadcast on last Saturday, I encourage you to go to my thread here, and you will find that video if you like. And so today, I'm going to stay in the same vein with the vision for 2025. It's just that I am flipping the page, and when I flip the page, it's unpacking for the 2025 vision. Thank you, Tiffany, for joining. Thank you. Who's that? Jason, for joining. Thank you, thank you. And if you have any questions, you can put it in the comment section. And after I finish sharing on unpacking your 2025 vision, then I'm going to have room enough to answer a few questions if I could. So I would like to start off by recapping very briefly from last Saturday. And I talked about vision, and I shared the information from my book, Coach Me, Destiny is Calling. This is one of the many books that I have written, and this one here is geared towards coaching. You can find this book on Amazon.com or any of the other platforms. If you put in the name of the book, you will find the book. In fact, I have the information posted on my page here in the Faithia app. I think it's on the segment where it says post. So I post the book there, and I post the link if you guys would like to support me in purchasing this book. And so what I shared from on last week, again, the video is still up, but I want to just recap just a little bit. I want to recap the end of what I spoke on last week. The 4 golden nuggets on the power of the vision are: vision provides foresight. The vision board is used to help map out goals, write the vision down, and work to bring the vision to pass. So that's it in a nutshell. All the other meat is in the video, but I wanted to recap with that. So moving forward on today with Coaching with Dr. Karen, again, unpacking for your 2025 vision. I don't know if any of you have already begun to think about in terms of 2025, if we reach 2025, because that's in God's hand. But if we do reach 2025, have we thought about what our vision is going to be like for 2025? Whether it's your personal life, your family life, whether it's your business, whether it's ministry, etc. Let me see the people that have thought about, put some thought into it, or perhaps begin to work on a vision for 2025. If that is you, go ahead and put a number 1 in the chat box. If you don't mind, you can go ahead and put a number 1 in the chat box. If you have thought about it in any length about your vision for 2025, or if you have started working on a vision for 2025, or maybe you're one of those people that I don't think in that vein. I don't know. Well, nevertheless, I'm going to move on. In terms of unpacking your vision for 2025, I'll start out by saying some of the first things we need to do and be mindful of. And when I think about this, unpacking your vision, it entails taking an analysis of your life, your ministry, your business, your family, etc. First, we have to take an analysis. It's part of unpacking the vision. Then, when we take an analysis of our lives, our business, ministry, etc., it enables you to have a clear vision. When you do an analysis, a self-analysis on your life, your business, your ministry, or whatever it is, your family, it enables you to have a clear vision. And then you can move forward. We can move forward to unpacking our vision for 2025. And another thing about that, when we take a look around, do the analysis on our life personally, it helps us again to have a clear vision, help us to move forward. And as we move forward, one of the first things that I am going to suggest as a coach is to deep clean, do some deep cleaning to make room for the new. So you may be wondering, what does deep cleaning look like? Well, let me help you out with that. Deep cleaning look like ridding yourself of anything that may be a hindrance to you. It may look like removing anything that is weighing you down or restricting your movement. So we rid ourselves of those things. Sometimes it may mean people as well, because everybody is not fit for the journey that you are on. So we remove things and people from around us that is weighing us down, that is restricting us or hindering us. And when I think of that, I think of clutter. You know, sometimes we can carry so much clutter till it weigh us down and we cannot become our best self. Sometimes some people have the tendency to think that more is better. Well, the more you have things in your life that is not necessary for the journey, it can weigh you down and you will not be able to see clear. And so the next thing that I want to share is, when you think about moving the clutter out of the way, think of it in terms of house cleaning. How many have ever had to do some deep-seated house cleaning? I know you've been holding on to those things for a long time. Oh, it may be treasure from parents. It may be a family heirloom. It may be your first report card. It may be so many different things, but we have to think of this in terms of house cleaning. And when we house clean, what do we normally do when we do some deep-seated house cleaning? We throw away things that's not needful in our life at the time. Sometimes we hold on to dresses, suits, saying that I'm going to lose the pounds and I'm going to get back in that dress. And when we look at it, it's been 15 or 20 years and we still have not been able to get in that suit. We still have not been able to fit that suit anymore. In fact, it's deteriorating. So we think of unpacking as house cleaning. It can look in terms of that as well. So you get rid of all of that stuff. Throw those things away. Old clothes, old furniture. Throw it away. Take it out. Old food in the refrigerator that you cannot eat after so many days anyway. So what? You have to throw all of that stuff out because it's not good for you. It is holding you down. It prevents you from seeing the vision clearly. So then we move on. After we do that, getting rid of those old things that does not serve a purpose, then we come to the part where we begin to evaluate some things in our lives. We evaluate some things in our businesses. We evaluate some things in our ministry, or whatever it is you are casting a vision for. So you have to begin to evaluate. Goes back to the word analysis. When I started out, I said, we unpack by taking an analysis of your life. So we begin to evaluate our business. Is it really profitable in the sense that we think it should be? When we look at our ministry, are we really working out the vision in terms of the first time we got excited and we begin to hear God tell us to go in this way and to do this and to do that? So we evaluate these things: business, ministry, family. If you have a young family, I encourage you to have a vision for your family as well. And if I'm speaking to someone that you already have a vision, and so we begin to look at these different components in our lives. Are they really working in the sense, in the manner in which we think they should work? And if you are a person that has never had a written vision before, you can still flow with the information that I am presenting to you today, because you take these things, and as you are putting your vision together, these little components, these working parts, will give you sort of like a picture that you can go over, that you want to arrive to. And so after we analyze these things, if you had a vision before, one of the ways you can do that is through the SWOT analysis. Some of you may know what it stands for. The SWOT analysis is strength, weakness, opportunities, and threats. So analyze your vision in terms of the SWOT analysis. And you can do that as well by asking yourself some probing questions. Question yourself about your vision. It's your vision. Like I said on last week, although it's your vision, but there are some people that play a vital role in bringing your vision to pass. But the vision is yours. So who better to analyze the vision? Who better to ask the probing questions? You know, there's something out there that says, there's a little saying, it's okay to talk back to yourself as long as you don't answer yourself. So you can talk to yourself. Is this vision working? What percentage of the vision has come to pass? What percentage of the vision have I really given attention to? What percent of the vision have I not given attention to? Where do I need to tweak this vision? Or do I need to change the vision altogether? Maybe you are one of those people that you have a running vision. And what I mean by a running vision, just because the calendar is changing from 2024 to 2025 does not mean that your vision is done away with. So therefore, it is a running vision. So if it is a running vision, what do you do in that term to bring it up to date for 2025? Again, ask yourself those hard questions. What do I need to do? Do I need to make any changes? Do I need to make any necessary adjustments? Do I need to take somebody off of my team? Do I need to bring somebody on board to the team? So yeah, ask yourself about those things that did not work in the past. Why they did not work. And you believe that it should be working. So now you have to look at all the working parts, the loopholes, the missing pieces, and study that. If you have a working vision, a rolling vision that is rolling over to the next year. So you begin to analyze the vision from a whole different angle to get this vision to working. And if you, again, has never had a vision before, you have never put your plans on paper, you have never assembled a team, if your vision require a team, if you have never did that before, I want to encourage you to go back to the information that I shared on last week. And so if you have a vision and it has not worked the way that you wanted it to work in 2024, but you know that that vision should work, perhaps you need to tweak the vision. If not, changing the vision altogether. Changing the vision altogether. And don't feel like you are a cop-out because you have to change the vision. No. And I am reminded right here from this book in the Bible called Habakkuk, chapter 2 and verse 2. He was a prophet of God, and he talked to the Lord about what was going on in his community at the time. And the Lord response to him was, go back on your post. So God never changed his mind about what the prophet was to do. He told him to go back on his post, write the vision down, Make it plain upon the table, that they that see it may run with it. And so you may feel like your vision is not working. But if you know that God has caught you to that thing, don't move off your post. Stay on your post. But you have to unpack some things that are not working in your advantage. I know you may want to hold on to it, but there comes a time that you have to get rid of everything that is holding you down, that is weighing you down, that is restricting your movement. And the unpacking works for the person that is new to vision, writing and casting a vision as well. Because before you can even cast your vision, what I talked about on last week, you still need to unpack and declutter some things out of your life. Some habits out of your life that will slow your vision from coming into manifestation. So that's it for now with unpacking your vision for 2025. And the scripture also tells us, without a vision, the people perish. Without a vision, the people perish. Proverbs chapter 29 and verse 18 from the NIV version of the Bible, New International Version. It tells us, where there is no vision, no revelation, the people are cast off to restraint. So you have to have a vision in life. Without a vision, it's like you are walking on a blind side. So thank you for joining me with Coaching with Dr. Karen. I am here Saturdays, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. As I said already, that your vision is not solely for your personal life. It can be used for your personal life. It can be used for your business. It can be used for your ministry. Vision can be used for a plethora of things. Vision is foresight. Maybe you can begin to write the vision down. Maybe you're not casting a vision for 2025. Maybe your vision is for 2027. But there are some things in 2025. There are some necessary changes that you can make so that your vision will be ready, up and running for 2027, 2026, or whatever. But I want to say, having a vision is very important. So our takeaway again for unpacking your vision for 2025 is take an analysis of your life, of your ministry, of your business, etc. When you do that, it enables you to have a clear vision. You don't want to have a murky vision, a muddy vision. Yes, then you can move forward. But we have to do the beginning of the work. I know a lot of times we become excited because of the vision, but we have to do some work at the beginning, the first leg of the work, taking away the clutter, having a clear vision, getting understanding of what the vision means. So again, that's it. I am Dr. Karen Proctor, and I am here live on Saturdays, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And here are some of the areas that I coach on: leadership coaching, spiritual guidance coaching, and professional development coaching for women. And here is my coaching book, Coach Me, Destiny is calling. I have some topics here that is sure to help you, the person that is looking to reach their destiny. In this book, I share from the perspective, the power of I am, the power of living on purpose, the power of preparation, the power of the ant. And I talked about the power of the ant about 3 Saturdays ago. So you can stroll down my timeline and you can find that. The power of stepping outside of the box. The power is in your hand. The power of connection. The power of dash. The power of S.W.O.T. The power of branding. The power of living intentional. The power of the vision board. Again, I have already did that. In this book, I not only guide you through it with giving you information and leaving 4 nuggets at the end of every chapter. I have here what you call power notes, your takeaway. And then I also have a question and answering session that you can follow that will help guide you to live your best life. And so I have time for at least 2 or 3 questions. Do we have any questions about anything that I talked about or areas that I coach in or the book? If you have any questions, I am here to answer. And again, I thank you for joining me in this session today. I like to say that no question is too small at all. And if you have the ability to share, I'm going to ask that you will share out the video. Hopefully, this video will help someone else. If it's not for you, maybe it will help somebody else. So if we don't have any questions, thank you for tuning in to Coaching with Dr. Karen. God bless you and have an amazing Saturday. And if the Lord's will and life lasts, I'll be back here next Saturday, 10:30 a.m. for a short session. Bye for now.